Yo, so this is a VOD from my stream. It's a little clip of the last section of the stream that I just did. Check me out, twitch.tv/tjoshuassb. But essentially, it is a section where I was talking about the core concepts of neutral. I start with explaining exclusively it in the eyes of Wolf, but I get more broad as the video goes on, so just stick with me, and hopefully this can kind of help you understand the rock, paper, scissors of neutral and Smash Bros. Ultimate. Anyway, enjoy.
Okay. This is your flowchart, okay? You have shit I can do in the air, and shit I can do in the ground, okay? And this is how you gotta think about it, okay? When you're in the air, okay, you are going to aerial, okay? These are your two things, okay? And what? Oh, I hate that I have to use text. Okay, so the concept of shielding, okay? If your opponent knows you're gonna aerial them, okay? They will start shielding, okay? So before tomahawk grabs were invented by Isaac Newton, okay? People would just shield aerials, and people would play Smash like that, okay? Until people realized, okay, that tomahawk starts beating shield, right? Right. Also, okay, so does the tilt, okay? They could shield the whole time, that's possible, but they're always going to drop shield after you land because the aerial pressure isn't there anymore. Those strong threats of Fair and Nair aren't there anymore. So that's why you would land and you might just, like, tomahawk F-tilt, you know what I mean? Dash attack I'm also including in here. It's mainly just to catch landings. It's just here because you can do it and it's a mix-up and it's a good enough mix-up to be included here. F-tilt can also be down tilt. But, like, down tilt is kind of worse. It's kind of just worse F-tilt. It might be quicker, though. And then, when they start getting tomahawked mostly, okay, they're not really going to stop shielding when you F-tilt them. But when you tomahawk, they'll stop shielding. No shield. Yippee! So you'll go over here, and we'll get to this stage, no shield, and you know what you do when they no shield? You fair and you nair. Because you got your combo starters. You nair into grab, and then you fair into combo. Or you can, like, nair into maybe fair, depending on how heavy they are. But yeah, nair into grab, or fair into combo. And this is your neutral circle. It all comes like this. This is how you should be thinking about your neutral as Wolf, I think. Like, shield, and then no shield. And everything pressures something differently. You know what I mean? And it's all about running circle, right? So, that explains why my tomahawks aren't working. Exactly, because you don't create the reason to fall for it. You know what I mean? It's a trick. Because if you're Frog Ethan, okay, Frog Ethan is going to be this blue, okay, and he's going down the thing, and he's chilling here, and he's shielding, okay. Let's say he starts the match kind of scared. He's shielding, okay. You start tomahawking him and F-tilting him, okay. The F-tilt doesn't kind of pressure him too much, but you start grabbing him, okay? Game 1, all you did is grab, okay? So he ends up here, and he's like, okay, to stop getting grabbed, what am I going to do? I'm going to stop shielding. So then he ends up here. But the thing is, you got him to the good spot. This is the golden spot where you want him to be, but you didn't get the punishes, because these are your big wolf moves over here. These are your shit that you're getting shit off of. These are your combo starters. Do you know what I mean? I'm just reiterating myself. You kind of get it. But it's kind of just like, you fair and nair to create the pressure that allows the tomahawk, and you tomahawk to allow the pressure that allows the fair and nair. It's the wolf flowchart. It's actually probably the easiest neutral, to be complex but also understandable. Like, each character has some sort of thing like this, but Wolf's is just a circle of neutral, bro. We got the circle of nooch. And that's the beauty of Wolf, because that's the raw fundamentals right here. It's this circle. It's like, you ever see the fucking, this, bro. It's in Smash Ultimate. You already have it here. Your grabbing beats the shield. Your attacks beat the no shield, I guess would be grab in this situation, but that kind of doesn't make sense. But you got the point, you know what I mean? Smash is rock, paper, scissors. And a lot of what neutral is, and this is how Cobb actually explained it to me, if you guys know Cobb. Cobb explained fighting game neutral, and Smash doesn't have this to as much of a degree because Smash is full of cheese, right? Because if you're playing Steve, you don't have this, okay? Steve is, I'm gonna do the shielding stuff, but instead of shielding, you can't grab it because I'm behind a fucking wall. You know what I mean? But when it comes to fighting games, at least more honest characters, this is just like, this is how games work. This is how rock, paper, scissors works. And Smash is just rock, paper, scissors over and over again. And yes, this happens to Falco too. Ezra, this happens to Falco too. I gotta pull paint back up. It's the same sort of thing, okay? So you have up tilt, okay? I'm gonna draw Falco up tilt. I'm gonna draw Falco. This is Falco. This is Falco, okay? And this is up tilt. I was explaining Wolf neutral. I saw the chrome window, perfect. I joke Falco is the same thing, I just keep it completely with side B. No, but side B loses to shield! So this is up tilt, okay? Up tilt has two conditions, okay? For you to hit an up tilt. Ezrin, what do you think the two conditions are for your up tilt to hit? Give me a guess. Because this is what you get. Because you get most reward off of the up tilts. They gotta jump over me. Okay, yes, it does work extremely well as an anti-air. That is true. But the conditions I'm looking for, okay? Actually, one of them is kind of it, okay? One of them is gotta be close, okay? For some characters, this doesn't work, okay? For some characters, you don't have to worry about this. For example, against Mario, you're always going to be close. So if you're fighting Mario, you don't even have to worry about this part. You can just delete it, okay? But against, like, Samus and whatever, like, you work your way in, right? Spacing exists. Step 2, no shield. They can't be shielding, okay? So, the counterplay, okay, if this is rock, the paper is shielding or being farther away from Falco, okay? And the easiest is shielding, okay? Now, how do you pressure shields in this game? You grab, okay? Falco has a great up throw, okay? You get a lot of shit off that. You even have a down throw at 0, okay? So Falco's gonna grab you. He's gonna be a triangle again. I kinda didn't get this, like, little puff at the back. Whatever. It looks kind of weird. And this is his laser, okay? I'm just gonna, like, put his arms up to indicate he's throwing you up, okay? Boom! Also, yeah, you can't shield poke. Shield pokes do exist, but that's fucked. Fuck shield poking. You got up throws. Up throws also start combos. So the up tilts do the paper. The paper is shielding. The scissors that beats the paper is the up throw that also gets the combo, okay? And then the rock that beats that is not shielding. In which, in turn, you start up tilting again. Now, obviously, Falco has another thing of Falco not having the best ground speeds. You kind of have to get in, right? Because this is a whole thing. Gotta be close. I talk a lot about stage control. And if you've ever heard me talk about stage control, you'll know kind of how that works with the game of getting in and getting out. And I've talked about stage control a lot. But I don't think I've actually properly talked about in one of my VOD review sessions or one of my coaching sessions, whatever the fuck, the rock, paper, scissors of Ultimate. And it is so huge to understand. You have to understand, what am I doing in neutral? What is that pressuring them to do? And what is the counterplay to that? Because you can just adapt constantly. Okay, I'm going to hit him. Okay, now he started shielding. Okay, he started shielding, so I'm going to grab. Okay, he stopped shielding, I'm going to do this again. You can do that. But once you get in the flow of rock, paper, scissors, you follow the flow. You start playing the game, and you start playing that high-level neutral that other players, that better players kind of get you out of. You know what I mean? Because often, when you play against better players, you'll start here, okay, and maybe you'll even grab them when they shield, okay? What the fuck? Why did my mouse glitch like that? And you'll get here, okay? As a low player, you'll get here, okay? But you'll never get back to here, because you'll just think, oh, they were shielding my thing, so it's bad, I gotta adapt, I gotta stop doing that. So as a low-level player fighting a high-level player, you never get back to the rock. You know what I mean? And if they know you're only doing the scissors, they're going to keep throwing out the rock, or whatever the fuck. If you keep doing the paper, you're going to keep doing the scissors. This is why you're losing neutral in Smash Ultimate. A lot of characters in this game, if they are... If they're honest characters, because there's a lot of cheese in this game, okay? It's rock, paper, scissors. And you just gotta learn how to play it. Don't stop at one point, okay? Again, I said this before. I'm just gonna reiterate it, okay? A lot of players, oh, they're shielding, I'm gonna stop up tilting. And they stop up tilting the whole game because it doesn't work. Like, stop doing the shit that doesn't work, as in stop, like, PK flashing in the middle of the stage. This isn't adapting. This is one step. You need to make the circle. And if you don't make the circle, you don't play the rock, paper, scissors, you are going to be losing to higher level players than you 10 out of 10 times. And that's why, also, that when you get higher level in Ultimate, like, who wins isn't so clear cut. I play 100 sets with Pensival tomorrow. Pensival wins, like, maybe 1. 0 to 1, okay? But me and Pensival play this game for years, and we get better, and me and Pensival are both high level players, but I'm the equal amount better than Pensival, it's just we're both better. Pensival will win 20 of those sets. You know what I mean? Because he won't be walled in the rock, paper, scissors. Okay? So this is only step 1 of neutral, okay? There's 2 steps to neutral. Okay? I'm gonna make this bigger. I'm gonna make this way bigger. In my mind, there are 2 tenets of neutral, okay? Tenet 1 is rock, paper, scissors. And Tenet 2 is stage control. And these are the things you have to master if you want to be good at Smash, okay? Stage control is neutral, rock, paper, scissors is neutral. This entire thing, and I think I'm going to clip it and make it a video, is the rock, paper, scissors, but make sure you don't forget about the stage control, okay? Get the stage control, understand concept of advantage and disadvantage, and if I do post this and make it into like a YouTube video that I post on one of my channels, I will probably make a follow-up about stage control. Because it is equally as important. And I feel like most people learn this first. This is what people mostly learn first. Rock, paper, scissors is more difficult. Yeah, kind of just wrap up this tangent. So I kind of know where to clip this if I actually do turn it into the video. Understand the rock, paper, scissors of Smash, okay? Attacks, shielding, grabs. Attack, shielding, grabs. Attack, shielding, grabs, okay? And the thing is, sometimes it gets a bit more complicated, right? If you attack, they shield, then you start grabbing them. Very oftentimes, I didn't mention this, you start grabbing a lot, they'll start attacking. And all of a sudden, they're doing this thing. And it's beating out your grab. So all of a sudden, you're shielding. You know what I mean? You gotta remember, just like they're playing your rock, paper, scissors, you're playing their rock, paper, scissors. So you don't have to just think about these tenet for yourself, which I think is more important, because if you're winning interactions, you will be thinking about this circle more than your opponent's, but you also have to think about what your opponent wants. Right? Because this circle, you could focus on this circle and you'll get way fucking better, okay? But you also have to keep in mind, you don't have to think about it as much, you also have to be thinking about what your opponent wants, right? And sometimes when you're playing better players, it feels like, how do they know I was going to do that? And you get, how do they know I was going to do that? Over and over and over again. It's because they've mastered their rock, paper, scissors. And that's where the concept of mix-ups comes from. Especially from what your opponent's going to do. And that's when you get your spot dodges and your rolls and your shit that makes shit a bit more complicated. Because when your opponent starts getting more rock, paper, scissors wins, you gotta add the wrinkles. You know what I mean? This concludes why you were losing at neutral part 1. Okay? I'm gonna get to part 2 next stream. Why you are losing neutral part 2. And it'll be about stage control. And I'll talk about stage control for an hour. Because I realized that I really like this lecture format of just talking about the game. It's actually really fucking fun. But yeah, if you are watching us on YouTube at some point, thank you for watching this. And stay tuned, because you want to know a little bit of neutral now. Come back next time. Adios.